Hello, everyone, and welcome to Crummer's information overview as well as our application workshop today. My name is Rebecca Powell. I work in the Crummer Graduate School of Business Admissions Office, and I'm going to be hosting your call for today. So the first thing I'd like to let everyone know, if you're watching this recording, is I, of course, am Rebecca Powell. I work in the admissions office, and my counterpart in admissions is my coworker, Anthony Tufano. If you ever reach out to Crummer Graduate School of Business, you will most likely be working with either myself or Anthony. So definitely familiarize yourself with our names as well as our faces as you pursue your MBA with Crummer. So I always like to start with this slide, as this is really a great screenshot slide for students. It gives you a great overview of the programming that Crummer has to offer, as well as some of our highlights. So the first thing I'd like to take note of is that we are the Crummer Graduate School of Business, and we are a graduate school that is part of the Rollins College umbrella brand. So for those of you on the call today, Rollins is of course located in Winter Park, Florida, which is in Central Florida, and it's been around for quite a long time, as you can see on the screen. And here at the Crummer Graduate School of Business, something that some students may not be as familiar with is something that I want to draw your attention to. It should be on the top right of your screen. There's a blue circle with AACSB accredited listed. So let's talk a little bit about that. There are 16,000 business schools worldwide that you can choose to pursue a business degree with. And only about 5% of those 16,000 schools achieve the AACSB accredited accreditation. It's an accreditation that schools have to honor and re-achieve every 5 years. So I'm proud to say that not only is Crummer an AACSB accredited school, but we recently received a re-accreditation last year. So we're accredited again for number 5 years, and we are again recipients of that top prestigious accreditation standards. And then over on my left-hand side of the screen, you're going to see our different MBA paths, and we're going to kind of jump into those a little bit further on my next slides. But of course, just to call out some rankings we've received, is we've been noted as the #1 MBA in Florida by Forbes magazine. We've also been noted as the #1 MBA for leadership and leadership development by HR.com. So very important things to keep in mind as you pursue your MBA application journey with Crummer. So we're going to go into a quick little program overview. We have 4 different MBA paths that we'll be discussing today. They all lead to a Crummer MBA, but they're all a little different, and I'm going to talk to you about each path and see which one is best for you. So the first one is our Early Advantage MBA. This is also commonly referred to as Crummer's full-time MBA. So you will be in classes in a traditional Monday through Friday setting, starting at 8, ending around 4, depending on the day of the week. It's either a 16 or a 20-month program, depending on when you start. If you start in the fall, it's 20 months. If you start in the spring, it's 16 months. And this program is really geared towards my recent undergraduates that are looking to go straight into their graduate career degree. Perhaps they want to learn a little bit more about a particular discipline within the business realm, and really get an overall boost in their education prior to entering the workforce. Now, this isn't to say we also have students that come to us that are looking for a bit of a career pivot, or perhaps they just want to pursue their MBA full-time and get it done a little bit more quickly. Now, one thing we'll talk about that all of our paths have is a global business experience. It is built into the program. We believe in educating global leaders here at the Crummer Graduate School of Business. So our international business course, as well as our study abroad portion of that, are all included in the MBA, and they are part of the overall curriculum of a Crummer graduate. And of course, we do real world consulting here at Crummer. So a lot of times in the classroom, it's not just reading a book. You're going to be working with live companies, with live projects and problems that they are looking for you to consult on and for you to help solve. It's a great way to network and reach out to local businesses in the community. And then, of course, all of my full-time students have a mandatory internship that they complete. Most full-time students really enjoy this part, as it gives them a little bit of experience and helps them get their feet wet prior to entering the the workforce. We do have financial incentives available for the full-time program, so please make sure you reach out to myself or Anthony Tefano in Crummer Admissions for further information. So something that's unique to the full-time program are the concentrations. So we currently offer 7 concentrations for my full-time students. They are listed up here on the board today. Something that is important to note is these concentrations are here for you, but you do not have to concentrate if you do not want to. You are more than welcome to take classes amongst all the different concentrations and pursue each individual credit hour as something that you would like to add to your resume. However, the concentrations are very popular for students to take advantage of. One that I definitely want to point out today is the business analytics concentration. This is brand new to Crummer. Students that are starting in the fall will be among the first to be able to achieve this concentration. And it's really an area of business that has been growing, anything from business analytics and marketing and finance. These are what employers are looking for and the skill sets that they want Crummer graduates to have at the end of the day. So next we're going to talk about our part-time program offerings. Currently, Crummer has 2 different part-time programs that students can take advantage of. The first one is the professional MBA. The professional MBA is our traditional 24-month program. Students normally come to class. If you start in the fall, it'll be Monday and Wednesdays from 6:30 to 9:30 in the evening. This program is normally designed for my working professionals. So think people in their late 20s to mid 30s that are looking to pursue a graduate degree while also maintaining their current career steps, and something that they can do part-time and supplementary or complementary to their current career aspirations. The other part-time program that we have offered, which is brand new to Crummer, we just launched it this past spring, is the Flex MBA. So this is the same curriculum. This is the same curriculum as the professional MBA, and it begins every January. It's all core classes and same electives as the professional. However, the difference is that in the Flex program, students have an opportunity to attend up to 45% of their classes virtually. Now, keep in mind that these classes are still happening live in that afternoon aspect, but students have the opportunity to attend them from anywhere in the world. As long as you have a Wi-Fi connection and you can join us, you're able to attend class. So you don't have to miss out on any of those different class discussions. Now, for both programs, we of course have the global business experience built in. That's the international class and the international trip that's part of our core curriculum. We also do the consulting among this path as well. And you do have concentrations available to you as a professional MBA student. We have 3. We have the marketing, the finance, and the entrepreneurship. Now, keep in mind, again, just like my full-time students, you don't have to concentrate, but it is available to you should you choose to pursue it. And there's no GMAT required for this program. We really believe at Crummer that your professional work experience is in lieu of any sort of GMAT or standardized test score. And then, of course, whatever path you decide to choose, the Flex or the professional traditional route, they both grant you the same MBA within the Crummer program. And finally, we're going to talk about our executive MBA. So we redesigned this format a few years ago to help structure it to boost the schedule of working executives. So this program is a 20-month program, and students come to class once a month, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and all day Sunday. Now, my students in the executive MBA traditionally have at least 10 years of executive, if not minimum professional work experience. Something unique to this program is we offer 2 international consulting global projects as well as a domestic one. We really are trying to get our executives to have a lot of consultative experience and a lot of exposure to different areas of business. My executives are normally looking for a leg up in their industries, a career pivot, or they're trying to get into a VP or a C-suite position. And this is a perfect opportunity for them to really expand on those skill sets. And just like my professional MBA, there's no GMAT required for the executive. We do believe your work experience is in lieu of that. So if you're following along on this recording with me today, I highly recommend you screenshot this slide. This screenshot is going to show you exactly what you need in order to apply to the different MBA paths that Crummer has currently today. So as you can see, we do require transcripts. Though I will say you are more than welcome to submit a copy of your transcript prior to an official one being released to us. We will need official ones on file prior to your start date, but just to get that application in, that's no problem just to submit a copy. We require a statement of purpose as well as an updated current resume. Now, for my early advantage students, we do require a standardized test score. You can take the GMAT or the GRE. We in Crummer Admissions have no preference between either test. I always tell students, take a practice test of both and lean into the one that you're more comfortable and confident with. And we do require a letter of recommendation across all of our programs. The letter of recommendation, we only require one. However, you are happy and able to submit to us as many as you would like. Now, keep in mind, if you are an international student, you might have a few additional requirements that need to be sent into Crummer. I have some listed on the screen here today, and you can always go to crummer.rollins.edu/apply and look for a few more of those application requirements if you are an international student, so a non-US citizen. So let's talk a little bit about the process. So right now, we're accepting applications until June 10th. After that, most likely we will still be accepting applicants, but definitely check back in on our communications to make sure that the classes sizes are not full. So how does it work for you? Well, once you submit an application to Crummer Admissions, the process starts to happen very quickly. We in admissions normally will reach out to you within the first 48 hours of you submitting an application to us. We want to make sure we have all necessary documents all necessary documents submitted to us, so then we can understand if we would like to bring you in for an admissions interview. The admissions interview is a one-on-one interview with an admissions representative, and it's to go over all of your documents that you've submitted and kind of have a better understanding of why you're pursuing an MBA and is Crummer the right MBA for you. We want to make sure that all of our students feel supported and that they're achieving an educational degree that is right for them. Now, keep in mind, if you are accepted into Crummer, you will then be required to submit a deposit to us. This deposit holds your seat. That way we don't fill up the class. And even though we've offered you an exception, you will have a seat available to you. The deposit is not an additional cost to the program as it's then deducted out of your tuition payments overall. So, and once a student has deposited, the conversation continues. We'll get you lined up with students that we call peer ambassadors. They are individuals that are in their second year here at Crummer, and they will help guide you as to what your first year is going to look like, your professors, the class load. They'll get you connected. We can also connect you with any faculty, student, alumni, staff that you'd like to meet prior to starting with Crummer. And keep in mind, with submitting your application, there is no application fee with the Crummer Graduate School of Business. So I always tell students, go ahead and get that application in. That way you can at least see if you have a seat and it's there for you should you want to take it. And financing, I also think that this is a great slide for you to screenshot. We do have some financing available, academic scholarship available to our full-time students. So if you're looking for that, definitely reach out to myself or Anthony Tufano for further information. But keep in mind, if you're looking for more loans-based or financing options, payment plans, definitely go to the financial aid website. We have it up here listed on the slide, as well as their phone number. The employees at the Rollins Financial Aid are excellent. They are up to date on all the different laws and information around this type of programming. So reach out to them if you have any other questions. And finally, I decided to do a slide today on a few tips to get you comfortable with applying to Crummer Graduate School of Business. So the first one is exactly what you're doing today watching this recording. Research, research, research. Making your decision on an MBA It's a big decision. It's a major life choice, but we understand at Crummer that the MBA is much more than just a few months or few years that you're going to dedicate to it. We at Crummer understand that education doesn't just stop when you receive your degree. That's why we offer students, alumni to come back and audit any elective class for any reason at any time. The conversation doesn't stop when the degree does. It stops when you want it to. So the other thing too is that we at Crummer take a very holistic approach when talking with students. We don't just write you out because of a GPA or a GMAT score. We like to look to see what are your goals, what are your aspirations, your letter of recommendation, what are other people saying about you. We're truly taking a 360 degree of who you are as an individual and how you want to contribute to your community and your business. Let's talk a little bit about the statement of purpose. I get a lot of students that overthink this, and my biggest piece of advice is just talk about yourself. It's okay if you have the same reason on wanting to get an MBA as your neighbor. That reason is still important, and it just means that you're thinking very much like-mindedly to other individuals. So definitely talk about why you'd like to get your MBA and what you want to do with it. Really describe why you think graduate school is a good fit for you, specifically Crummer Graduate School of Business. And then, of course, meet with an admissions representative. You're listening to me on today's call. Anthony is also available for meetings. We would love to talk to you, get to know you, and we are really your one-stop shop on how to connect you into Crummer and get you to where you want to go. I think everyone watching this today understands that they have goals and dreams, and we can help you with that and at least educate you on what Crummer can do to help you. Ask us questions. We love it. Don't be afraid to get specific and ask for a very interesting topic. We've had people approach us on anything from business and AI to cryptocurrency, marketing, social media marketing, you name it. We would love to help assist you, and we most likely have a faculty or an alumni that can also help you in that area of interest. So I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I have up here on my screen, of course, the Rollins phone, the Crummer Graduate School of Business phone number, as well as my personal office number, which is the 407. You are more than welcome to do your own research on crummer.rollins.edu, but please write down my email address. It is R as in Rebecca, my last name Powell, P as in Papa, OWELL @rollins.edu. Please contact me with any questions or if you'd like to book a one-on-one meeting with me. And of course, everyone on today's call, feel free to go to crummer.rollins.edu to apply. And we very much look forward to seeing all of your names in our application portal here soon. And just a side note, if you're applying before that June 10th deadline or on the deadline, we are still offering the $500 enrollment incentive for fall 2023. And something that I'd really like to point out to my executive students is executives, if you are on today's recording listening, we are currently offering a $15,000 enrollment incentive if you apply by July 2nd. This is for the fall 2023 intake. And again, it's a $15,000 enrollment incentive. You can reach out to myself or Anthony Tufano for more information on this incentive and how we can get it applied towards your MBA today. So again, thank you all for coming, and I hope to see your names in the portal here soon. Take care. Bye.